Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we got some Naruto vibes in this one, and we're going to be doing a reaction video of our boy Anime World. We've done a lot of Six, we've done a lot of Swag, Seth, you name it, okay? Even we've done a lot of even like King Bullet, okay? We now have another video of Anime World, and this one really appealed to me. It's the BYAKU Sharingan, if it was even a concept period. Like, look at the video. Just look at that. Look how sexy that shit is, okay?
All right, so with the...
And, you know, it's crazy because there was a certain point where this actually came to my mind as a concept. And I was about to, like, go hardcore and make a whole video on it and everything. Like, how crazy, like, powerful I think it would be and whatnot. And the next thing you know, bam, he comes out with it. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, bet, let's check this video out, you know? So, and ever since, I've always had it on my watch later. And I've been kind of waiting and you know, and here we are to watch the video and react to. But it's a crazy concept. Like, just think about that. Think how crazy powerful that would be of having the Sharingan and the Byakugan. I mean, like if Sasuke and Neji basically did a fusion, okay, some Dragon Ball Z type shit, you know, and now you got that. Like, that would just be some insane level of fucking powers and abilities as like a dojutsu eye. It would just be insane. So I'm very curious and intrigued at what he's going to cover and kind of portray in this video about if basically what you would expect if that was even a concept to begin with. Let's dive into this video. It's about 6 minutes long, not too bad, and hope you guys enjoy, and let's get it.
Recent popularity of the Boruto anime and his new dojutsu, the Jogan, that kind of made me wonder if combining the Sharingan and the Byakugan would even be possible. Now, Boruto has actually given us a lot of insight on the genetics behind this and like whether it's possible or not. Now, before you say it's not possible, I've already seen some arguments on why this probably wouldn't be possible, and they weren't very good, if I'm just gonna put it lightly. One of them, for example, mentioned one of the counter arguments for why this would not be possible to mix the two dojutsus was that
they would be most definitely possible. Okay, you know, science is a thing, genetics is a thing. Okay, and it's really would not take a lot. You kind of got maybe, you know, Hinata and Sasuke get to baby making, and bam, next thing you know, you got a BYAKU Sharingan, I guess, or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it's really not complicated or impossible. Like, we've seen many other things happen in Naruto, which I'm assuming he's going to cover.
If, say, I'll use Sasuke and Hinata for example, if they were to have a kid, then the child would probably have a Byakugan because the Sharingan came from the Byakugan. Because they both came from Indra. First of all, this is not true. Actually, the Sharingan came from Indra, which came from Hagoromo, whereas the Byakugan came from Hamura, which we see in Naruto the Last. So two different branches, but we've never seen a full Sharingan user interbreed with a full Byakugan user that I'm aware. And I think that could lead to some really interesting combinations. Now, first of all, let me explain to you why this is most likely possible. If any of you guys have taken any high school or college bio, you probably are familiar with Punnett squares and dominant and recessive genes.
Shit, I took those classes like when I was in what? Fucking elementary? Like 5th grade was when I started learning about this shit. I don't know when you guys did, or if you ever even learned it, period. But I do remember this stuff. Basically kind of telling you like what your eye color would be or what you could possibly have, you know, depending on like the genetics and traits and whatnot. So,
and in the anime, we don't see a lot of the Hyuga clan or the Uchiha clan kind of breeding outside of their clans. We just see a lot of interbreeding, and also something kind of interesting is that everybody in the Hyuga clan has the potential to awaken the Byakugan, and everybody in the Uchiha clan has the capability of awakening the Sharingan.
Yeah.
So obviously we could say that they're full dominant or full recessive, but we have the answer to what they are through Naruto and Sasuke, right? Naruto marries Hinata. Obviously she gives birth to Himawari and Boruto. And we know that the Byakugan is a dominant gene because, first of all, we know that they're both heterozygous. They both have one dominant and one recessive for either carrying the Kekkei or not. And in this scenario in nature, always the one with the dominant gene is the one that shows, right?
Yeah.
And we can see that they can both awaken the Byakugan, right? Himawari awakens the Byakugan. For those of you saying that Boruto can awaken the Byakugan, he can awaken the Jogan, which is, you know, derived from the Byakugan. I actually talk about that in another video about the Jogan explained, but that's besides the point. They both have the capability of awakening the Byakugan versus not having any dojutsu whatsoever, which comes from Naruto's side, obviously. We know that the Byakugan is a dominant trait. And if we look at Sasuke and Sakura, same scenario.
Same exact scenario.
Is heterozygous, and she expresses the Sharingan, thus the Sharingan is a dominant trait, and you get two dominant traits. It's kind of consistent. The Sharingan and the Byakugan, the two dojutsus are dominant traits, right? Now, if you combine those two together with two purebred dojutsu users like someone from the Uchiha clan or someone from the Hyuga clan, you're gonna see something kind of interesting. You're either gonna see codominance or incomplete dominance in this scenario, and basically what that means, it's like getting a pink rose, for example, when the parents are a red rose and a white rose. That's kind of like incomplete dominance, and codominance is like, for example,
over here talking about fucking biology right now, bro. Dead ass.
If you have like a black cow and a white cow.
But the whole reason why he's even going over this period is to kind of like deliver in the concept of like, this is most definitely possible and can happen, and kind of like to prove everybody wrong, but like stop, whatever.
Mix them and you have like a spotted, black and white cow. That's kind of an example of codominance. So it's safe to say that they would have either one or the other. And obviously for illustration purposes, I would assume that it would probably be depicted as, like a white Sharingan, which would honestly be very, very cool. So now that we've kind of proved that it's definitely possible to happen, why haven't we seen it yet? You know what I mean? I think I have an answer to that, and it's kind of foreshadowing something that could happen in the far future for our protagonist of Boruto. But first of all, before I get into how this could happen, the far future, I kind of want to talk about what...
like now really thinking about it, like doesn't, like, I imagine I haven't seen the show or anything, but from what I've seen, like kind of some vibes I picked up on, and I think I've heard some things that Sakura and Boruto kind of have like a type of weird vibe or something, you know what I mean? And if they were to kind of, get together and get to it, that's, bam, there you go. That would cause a BYAKU Sharingan, you know what I mean? So... yeah, I if that is what he's referring to at the very least.
Abilities this BYAKU Sharingan would have, right? Obviously, they would have the abilities of the Byakugan, such as, being able to see chakra points or see very far away, have the almost 360 field of vision. On top of the Sharingan's abilities, obviously, it also has enhanced vision. You're able to copy people's abilities and movements, almost like enhanced senses that we can kind of see as Sarada evolves her Sharingan and as Sasuke evolved his Sharingan in the original Naruto. Even if it might even be possible to awaken a Mange BYAKU Sharingan, an evolved version of the Sharingan with the mixed with the Byakugan. They probably have the ability.
Imagine that right there. Yeesh.
Of Susanoo, maybe an enhanced genjutsu such as Tsukuyomi or Kodowa Matsukami, Izanagi, Izanami, all that good stuff. So we can see that this would almost create a new dojutsu in a way, which would be honestly insane. Now, obviously, for simplicity's sake, if this were to happen, what they could do is they could just give the offspring one Sharingan and one Byakugan. I don't think that would be as fun, though. I feel like everybody would want to see.
That would kind of defeat the purpose. Yeah, that would be more of a letdown, if anything. Like, if they're really going to go that route, which could happen if Sakura and Boruto get together, okay, like... you know what I mean? Like, it would be really cool if it's, like, combined as one, because it would be a whole other brand, dojutsu. And it'd just be crazy. You know what I mean? Like, just imagine that. A white BYAKU Sharingan. Like,
a hybrid of the Sharingan and the Byakugan, a Byaku
or better yet, it looks like that, but it's just red instead. You know what I mean? Like, either way. You know what I mean? Now, I think it'd be more cool if it was the white and with the Sharingan eyes and all that, in my opinion. But that's just me.
Sharingan. And the reason why I say that this could be possible for the far future is, first of all, look at our protagonist, right, in the new Boruto franchise. You have Boruto and Sarada, right?
Yep.
Potential love interest for each other.
I knew it. So I knew he was going this route. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Maybe question mark. I know not a lot of people are a huge fan of that, but Boruto also has some other love interests. But realistically, if it's to be someone, it's probably going to be Sarada and Boruto.
More than likely.
You already know that they both contain these dominant dojutsu traits, which they could pass down to a child. Now, because they're both heterozygous, one dominant, one recessive.
Which, can we all just kind of contemplate on that, and realize, like, how powerful Sakura and Boruto's child would be? Like, the motherfucker would have a BYAKU Sharingan, so Byakugan and Sharingan combined as one. And on top of it, be like an Uchiha and an Uzumaki, you know what I mean, with the ridiculous amount of chakra and fucking everything, you name it. And then on top of that, fucking, like, have Sakura's, like, ridiculous chakra control abilities and whatnot, with the 100 healings and all that, and just oh my god, it'd just be so goddamn powerful, like a fucking prodigy of a ninja. Like that would just be a disgusting combination. Be really freaking crazy.
If you were to do an actual.
Huh? What?
What's on my back?
What are you talking about?
I have a bunch of red marks on my back.
Yeah, you do. But they look like scratches from here. So the camera's on.
I know, that's why I'm getting close.
These are like scratches.
I haven't scratched my back.
Well, maybe it was me or Terry. I don't know. I don't know, but it looks like a bunch of random scratches all around. Maybe his little ghost of Casper or something. I don't know.
Punnett square and actually look at it, what would genetically most likely happen, it would be like a 1 in 4 chance of getting a BYAKU Sharingan by combining the Byakugan and the Sharingan. It'd be like a 1 in 4 chance that you actually get to see the BYAKU Sharingan, and like a 50-50 chance that you get a Sharingan or a Byakugan. But more than likely, they'd probably take this route. That's probably what the fans want to see.
Yeah.
It's definitely possible for the far future. I don't know. I just thought it's something that kind of came to my mind, and I was kind of wondering why we haven't seen it before. But maybe they've been holding on to it. Maybe
that'd be the picture right there.
Maybe they haven't even thought of it at all. Let me know what you guys think below. If you guys like more reviews like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.
All right, not too shabby. Not too shabby, Mr. Anime World.
What do you desire?
Okay, bro, we don't got fucking time for this shit. Okay,
all right, so with the recent
that's what that shit was. Me living a like, very good video, really good stuff. Overall, absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, basically, most of that was just kind of something you can't really disagree with. And the concept is so freaking cool and unique just to even think about it remotely being a possibility. And they can most definitely go their route. They're already kind of hinting that it's more likely gonna be a thing and happen. Like they did it with Sasuke and Sakura, and guess what? It happened. You know what I mean? Like, and obviously we all know that could have gone either way. Like either Sakura or Naruto could happen, but it was, you know, come on, you know what I mean? Like, so, and they're kind of already showing that with Satoru and Boruto. So this is most definitely a high possibility. And if you talk about science and biology, you know what I mean? Like, come on now, you know? So I learned that shit in 5th grade. So fucking, you know, it's most definitely a possibility. And just to even ponder about it's just insane. Like hey! Let me do my outro. Yeah, you. Excuse my psychopath son. But, you know, overall, it'd be so freaking cool. And just literally imagine that. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think? What do you guys think of how powerful Boruto and Satoru's child would actually be? You know what I mean? With the BYAKU Sharingan and just a crazy amount of potential, like, that, you know what I mean, their child could possibly even have. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. And make sure to leave a like if you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more content. Subscribe if you guys love the channel. And better yet, if you guys can think of any other crazy combination of a dojutsu, let me know too. Shit. I mean, what about like a random Tensigan or something? I don't fucking know, you know? So, but yeah, that'll be it. And we'll kind of leave it at that. So, as always, peace, guys.